Hi, my name is Francine and I have ovarian cancer. We don't know how long I have, so my job right now is to make every day count.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I wish I was doing a little better. Haven't felt good in a few days, and I'm a little concerned because I'm supposed to go away tomorrow for a couple of days on a girls' weekend, or not a weekend, but Thursday to Saturday, I guess. So I made another video yesterday that I scrapped because I just wasn't feeling good, and I'm not feeling great today, but I really wasn't feeling good yesterday. So I wanted to catch you up to speed on my cardio, and I don't mean working out. I don't do cardio anymore. I had an echo following up on that Zio heart monitor. I had an echo on Monday, and then I had an appointment with my cardiologist for follow-up on Tuesday. And the echo was, it's basically just an ultrasound of the heart, so it's not really that big a deal. I didn't get a stress test and apparently don't need that. So I saw the cardiologist on Tuesday morning, as I said, and it's not the worst case scenario. I got a call on Monday from a nurse telling me the doctor wanted me to make an appointment with a specialist, who we also call the electrician, for the heartbeats out of rhythm. And I think it's electrophysiology, I'm not sure, or electrical physiology, I'm not sure. Anybody want to correct me, that's fine. But they call him the electrician, so, which is fine with me. Anyway, I told her that I had an appointment already scheduled the next morning. Should I keep that? She says, oh, no, just go ahead and keep that and you can schedule the specialist afterwards. So when I went in to see this doctor, he told me he had changed his mind. He said he didn't know I was on the schedule already, and he had decided that maybe we should try a calcium channel blocker, which would be the step before trying a beta blocker. He said my heart was really, really healthy physically. It's just out of rhythm, and it's out of rhythm in two places. The upper part of the heart and the lower part. Yeah, I'm sure that that's making me tired, extra tired. So he suggested we go the medication route and a low dose and see if that straightens it out. So I'm a little ambivalent. I kind of wish I had just gone to the specialist, because he's saying the first step was we'll try a really low dose of this. And then if that's not working, we can take a higher dose about 3 times before moving over to a beta blocker. Beta blockers apparently, I don't know this for fact, but from what he said, can cause fatigue. And if you are on a beta blocker and want to clarify that, that would be great. I don't really want to go to the beta blocker because I'm already too tired. And the next step would be to see the specialist, who probably would do an ablation. And although I don't want any kind of procedure, if it was a catheter ablation instead of cutting me open, then I'd be open to that, because it'd be like a lot of people have had them and then they have no problem afterwards. The alternative is that I'm on a pill every day for the rest of my life. Another pill, I should say. So I know you're not doctors out there. I'm not a doctor, but if you have opinions because of your own experience, let me know. I mean, I'm kind of feeling like I want to call him and say, can we just do that first, to see what that doctor says. I mean, that specialist may actually say I should be on the calcium channel blocker. And I don't know much about that, except that it keeps the calcium cells from entering the heart. That is the only thing I know about it. But he did say something about it that helps open things up. So, yeah, so I have a murmur, arrhythmia, and those new things, but apparently I have a very strong heart. That's good. That's good. So, in the meantime, it takes a while for the medication to take effect, and I haven't even started it yet. I'm using a mail order service. I don't think a few days is going to make a difference, especially if I'm going to Gettysburg, PA for a couple of days, and it's not going to make any difference right away anyway. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You've seen me with the girls before, Tracy, Jill, Margaret. So the four of us should have a good time. I have no restrictions, so I'm definitely going to have a glass of wine, or maybe two. But I think we'll have a good time. They're pretty considerate that sometimes I need a nap. And I have left them at the bar before to go lay down. We're going to do a lot of walking, which is good for me. But if I need a nap, we could be kind of far away. So I just don't want to keep them from having fun. But I might be able to keep up with them as long as I have a Ritalin. And at the same time, I don't know if I want to put a Ritalin in my body right now either, just because that can race your heart. So I know I'm between a rock and a hard place here, but I'm definitely going to go. It's just going to take me longer to pack and get ready. And I think everything's just going to take me a little bit longer. So you may end up just getting another one video out of me this week, but I come back Saturday. So if I can film something on Saturday, if I'm not too exhausted, or even Sunday morning, then I'll upload another video. In the meantime, I'm not going to vlog, I don't think. Not only do I just want to have fun and not feel that kind of responsibility, but not everybody with you wants to do that. I vlogged Tracy and I in her van going up to Vermont. I vlogged a lot of that trip. And it wasn't that she was uncomfortable, but it takes a lot from the trip, to vlog every year. Here's what we brought for picnic food, and, here's Betty Poop, where we go to the bathroom, and the campsite and the bears. She did not mind, but, then you're just not, I don't want to impose. I want to just have some fun. And I know you understand that. I may get one or two things in. I'll bring my gimbal, but I won't bring the tripod. So it will be kind of on the fly, but I'll bring the mic and the receiver. And if it's convenient and it's something that we should do, then we'll do it. These girls really aren't interested in the Civil War, I don't think. But it can be a little bit of a party town too, and lots of ghosty stuff. People come for either the ghosts, the hauntings, or the history. Now, I lived there for 4 years, so I'm kind of responsible for the itinerary. Well, I'm not. I don't think that they want much, but there is a new museum that I'd love to go to. It has an immersion room where you can experience how the residents, what their perspective was during that battle. And, soldiers just came into this little small town and sort of took it over for 3 days. So I'd like to do that. If you've ever done an immersion room, I've heard they're fabulous, but I've never done that. I guess it's kind of like an IMAX 360. I don't know. I really don't know, but it sounds fabulous. So I think I'll be able to talk them into that at least. And yes, so I will report back to you how it was, if nothing else. But I need a couple of days. So we have 2 nights. Other than missing Chris, I'm going to have a good time. I would like longer, but then I would want Chris with me. Just the way it goes. Hi, everybody. This is an editor's insert. I need a couple of things for my trip. And I thought I would just take you along with me.
Oh boy, that's not going to work, obviously. Okay, sorry. I'm having a lot of problems with my mount, and I'm going to have to get a new one, unfortunately. It probably was an El Cheapo. So anyway, just a couple errands to run. I know I'm a little wonky this way, aren't I? Somewhere in the middle there, that would be good. I am going to stop first at Wawa for a small coffee. I mean, caffeine does jack your heart up, but I literally have 1 to 1.5 cups of caffeine a day in the morning only. I don't think that's so bad. And it's usually just one. It's only another half a cup if I go to Wawa and get a small, because I mix that with decaf, and it's mostly decaf. And I know you can't take all the caffeine out of decaf, but you can get pretty close, like 98%, just depending on the brand you buy. Okay, so that's boring. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be boring. I'm just boring. I'm a little tired and a little boring. Oh, man. Okay, well, you can deal with me that way, right? No, I know you can't. That's not right. That's not right. I'll have to make an adjustment when I get there. So I wanted to remind you about my Facebook group, because, I had like 8,000 followers on a Facebook page that I had to close because of hackers. I did decide to start a group, and it's a public group for now, but then it'll be made private when we have enough members. We only have about 53 members right now, so it's a good start, especially for only having started it less than a week ago. And I just wanted to remind you that it's called Francine's Journey Beyond. So if you're into the woo-woo part of my videos, I will upload some videos on Facebook. Maybe little card readings and things like that. I got to tell you, just, a little woo-woo. And we talk about, there's a lot of people with cancer in that group, because a lot of people have come from here. I can't even talk today. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I made an adjustment, and hopefully that'll stick. I mean, literally hope the mount stays on the window, but I will talk for as long as I can, or as long as the camera and the mount let me. Anyway, I did get a medium. This is a 16-ounce coffee, but it only has a few ounces of caffeine. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so that's enough, really. And I really can't have caffeine after noon. I mean, it's just, even at noon, it might jack me up where I'm awake a little bit longer in the evening than I want to be. And trying to stay away from those sizzlies, but I didn't eat anything today, so got me a banana. So we can eat breakfast together. Just sit, still pause, and go get your food. Anyway, as I was saying about the Facebook group, Francine's Journey Beyond, if you have Facebook, I think it's going to be fun. I'm throwing out topics. The last one I threw out was, in the afterlife, do we keep our individual identity, or do we merge into something bigger? Personally, I feel it's kind of like both. I mean, you don't have the ego anymore, but I feel like you keep your identity, at least your soul's identity, not your human identity. It's much different. But I also believe that we are all one, like we are branches of the same tree, and it's an even playing field. Like, ego is dropped. No one's better than anyone else. And everything's, I guess it's perfect. And I wonder, though, sometimes, and it's a different topic, but if it's so perfect in heaven, then why do we have to come here? Why don't we just settle for perfection? I don't know. There are some things, like, we all have opinions about, but there are some things that we will not know until we get back home. So yeah, I didn't expect the video to go in this direction. This is like a true vlog, I guess. I want to get back into some informational videos. Hey, that's a good question for you. If you have topics on cancer that you want me to do here, I can do them. If you have topics for me on the Facebook, some more woo-woo stuff, let me know about that too. Bananas are a good food source, but they're not good for diabetes. I mean, I will only eat a small one or a half of a big one because it does jack the sugar up. But to me, that's God food. And I think as long as you're not like they call it a fruitarian, I don't know, someone that only eats the fruit, I think that's dangerous. But I like to eat a few fruits during the week. I love anything oranges. I like caras. They're out right now. They're still going strong. Of course, we have everything imported. We don't do oranges in PA, but clementines, gosh, I hope they don't put tariffs on the fruit. I don't want to spend that kind of money. But I might have one fruit a day. Once in a while I skip. And I try not to have it, like, maybe that's a dessert after dinner, but not too late. So they say the best carbs that you have are going to be in the morning so you can work it off. Okay. I don't like doing too many things at one time. Put the banana down, girl. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Well, right now we are passing the M. Barshinger Cancer Center where I had my chemo and where my OB/GYN oncologist, I guess she's just gynecological doctor. Anyway, that's where it was. It's not too far from home. I'm looking forward to actually seeing her in April. I haven't seen her since December, maybe. Yeah, December, because she was out having a baby. I don't know if anything will be said, to be honest with you. We'll just do a check-in. I had talked about all these other symptoms I had, and that's when she said maybe we should look at other things. And she doesn't know about the near blackouts that I've had or the cardiology. So we'll have a lot to catch up on, and maybe the extra fatigue since my diagnosis is from the heart. And man, that would actually be good news because there's something I can do about that. Okay, so that's going to be the end of my insert. We'll get back to the other video, but I would like to ask you to please comment below, like, and subscribe, all that. Much appreciated. And we'll get back to the main video after this little cat clip.
Get my good side.
It's all good side. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Thanks for all the comments on the eyebrow segment, the last video. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that, even though I had to get really like basically my whole face, no makeup, and okay, so I'm fully exposed. Unexposed, I don't know. But I was also asked as a follow-up, and I'm sorry I don't have the viewer question up. I was asked about my eyeliner and my mascara. Well, I'm not going to have to go through all that. I really don't wear much mascara. I don't think you really need to if you have eyeliner, but my eyelashes also kind of, I used to have beautiful long lashes, but between age and chemotherapy, they just didn't really come back. So once in a while, I will do it because if you're going to wear your makeup long, it does prevent some smudging on the lower lids, on under eyes. Over time, when you blink, you kind of move things around. So it kind of seals that. But if I do, it's Great Lash by Maybelline. I think that's Maybelline, the pink and green little tube. They've been keeping that color for years. But the other one is that I use Stiletto by Maybelline. That's my eyeliner. And the reason I like that is it's not waterproof. It can be difficult to take off, but I don't need waterproof. I'm not going swimming and I'm not going to cry. So I use that because the waterproof kind of stings if it gets in your eye, and this doesn't, and it works very well. So that's a liquid eyeliner. And under my eyes, I use a Wet n Wild black pencil. Believe it or not, it's not a brow pencil. It is an eyeliner pencil, but it's softer, and it definitely doesn't go on like waxy. But I don't use the liquid down there because a lot of times the wetness or the moisture of your lower lid will spread that out. And if I'm not making sense, if you've got a wet lid, it's very hard to do eyeliner. And there's always a little moisture there. I just find a pencil is easier to use. Plus, I don't want that defined black line that I have on my upper lids. Sorry, this was impromptu. I'm sure that a lot of people had no interest in my makeup, and I apologize for that. But I do like to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions about anything else, I am happy to answer them. I have gotten a few questions that I answered personally, but I didn't actually get on here. So I should probably do that because some of the questions are popular questions amongst other people that you can relate to. Sorry. Okay. So I'm having one of those episodes right now that if I had a Holter monitor on, I would push the button. So I'm a little lightheaded. And takes me a minute to get out of it. I know I'm not going to faint. No, I'm not going to faint. I'm not going to faint. All right. So it's very random. It's not just getting up fast from a seated position. It's not just getting up from a seated position too fast. And by the way, I don't have POTS. That was something that a lot of people thought maybe I did, and that made total sense. But apparently, I don't have POTS. But I have similar issues, as far as the heart. I got other good news too, was that the last two echoes did not show a dead space in my heart. So originally we thought maybe I had had a heart attack sometime in the past, but as it turns out, it was probably a false positive. So I have not had a heart attack in the past. I'd like to avoid one in the future. So I'm just going to take really good care of myself I'm always going to try to take good care of myself, but until the medicines come in, I think that the next few weeks are going to be crucial.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go now. I love you all. And I really thank you for your support. I so appreciate that. It means the world to me. It really does. So until the next video, I want you to feel blessed and be blessed. And if you're still with me at this point, I don't know. Drop me a green heart. Okay. Green is for healing. It's my heart. Sorry about that. And that would just make sense. All right. Comment, drop me a green heart below. Love to you all. Bye.